Hi, my name's Tim. I'm from a nonprofit called Vital Actions. We do international environmental defense and social justice work. I'm here today with my friends at Costa Dulce as part of their Conscious Quarantine video series. I'm happy to help them out with this project because you'll notice that there's donate buttons, or we'll be mentioning that there's a chance to donate through these videos. A percentage of that is coming into our work, our conservation and our social justice efforts, but also the donations are going to support the local employees who are struggling right now due to the lack of tourism, and you know, the situation that we're all in the world right now is difficult. And if you're watching these videos, you could also consider supporting Vital Actions. The easiest way to find us is vitalactions.org. There's donate buttons, there's links to our social media. Please check us out. We're doing the best we can to protect planet and animals, as well as equality and social justice. So once again, that's vitalactions.org. Vital Actions does several different campaigns, really diverse types of work, all the way from planting trees by the thousands. We're protecting habitat by establishing a nature reserve. We have an active sea turtle defense campaign. We run 2 hatcheries where we save tens of thousands of eggs and baby sea turtles per year, and we also do animal care. So that's an element of our organization that's growing. It's very exciting for me to see it growing. It's something I've really wanted to expand and do more of. We do domestic animals, lots of kittens and puppies and dogs, and on average, and we're expanding into more wildlife care. We've had a couple of birds come in. We've successfully raised and released a squirrel. And now, probably the most favorite patient I've ever had, we are caretaking for an injured sloth. We're taking care of this sloth because she had an accident with an electricity line. Somewhere just outside of her natural habitat, there's an uninsulated power line. And so she was found on the ground with both of her feet severely burnt, and her hand, she almost lost her hand. At noon every day we have an intensive care session with her where she gets her wounds cleaned. We change any bandages if we need. She's wearing a splint on her arm. We check the progress of that. You'll see in the video we're inspecting little parts here and there of her wound, looking at how the soft tissue's healing, looking at how muscles are doing. We honestly hadn't had experience with sloths, but we have a network of veterinarians and biologists who we can turn to and ask questions, and so after tuning to our network, we felt like we could definitely take her in and give her the quality of care she needed. So we received her. The very next morning we took her to a vet's office nearby for x-rays and checking for internal injuries and everything, and luckily there's no broken bones and no internal bleeding and no internal injuries, so it's all surface wounds and extremely bad burns. And so we've been caring for her for about 3 weeks now, and she's recovering really well. Anything that needs to be adjusted, we do some cleaning, we sanitize and sterilize the box that she's in. And yeah, so we're doing our best to treat her like a wild animal who is going to go back into the wild. She has the strongest chance to return. She's recovering very well, so it's looking like we will be able to return her close to her spot, and hopefully she can find her circle of trees and return to her home. But in the meantime, you'll see we're working very closely with her. We're being very careful not to speak to her. We have not named her because that encourages talking towards her. We're very careful around her, no one's speaking. And then eventually, once she's a little healthier, we'll back up and create a little more distance, less handling. She won't be being hand-fed once her wounds don't need so much cleaning, and we'll help rewild her a little bit. And then the goal is, in possibly about a month or so, we'll be taking her to climb the trees again. She has motion in her wrist, so there's a lot of hope. Percentage-wise, maybe 80 or 85% chance that she's going to go back to her trees. If they're wild animals, we really try hard not to socialize them. In her case, you'll see us in this video working very closely with her, handling her, even hand-feeding her, and you could also notice a moment or two where she's kind of loving it. I mean, we don't want to belittle the fact that she's in a very strange situation. She had an accident, she's in a lot of pain, and she was in a lot of danger. But you'll see some moments in this video where she's trusting us, and she's really loving the fruit that we're giving her and some of the fresh greens. She seems to have this awareness that we're helping, and so she's very compliant in a really peaceful way. It's incredible, and you're seeing that in the video. Caring for this animal has made a massive impression on me. She is very intelligent. I mean, you can see in the video, she's adorable, and she wants to cuddle with us. I swear she wants to become our best friend. But as I mentioned before, she's a wild animal, and we're keeping her that way, so we're not interacting on that level with her. But you can see it. She just wants to. She's like, I love you guys. So anyhow, she's made this really large impact on me in the way that she's highly intelligent and she's extremely capable. I mean, we talk about sloth and laziness and all this stuff, and I've really taken to, like, she's not lazy, and she's extremely strong, and she can move really quickly with these giant weapons that she has. She can bite and she can lunge at you if she wants to. And what you're going to see in this video is the level of patience that she's offering us, and this element of sort of an understanding that, I mean, imagine you have the potential to climb to the tops of the trees and live there your entire life and never fall. Like, you're an amazing acrobat, like a ninja in the trees, and your metabolism rate allows you to just be super calm and relaxed all the time. You hardly have any predators because you're such a neutral or positive influence on your surroundings, and so no one's even trying to attack you or fight you or anything. And so that's how the sloths operate. They're not lazy at all, and they're not stupid. They're super intelligent, and they're extremely capable. And the way that this gets expressed through the slow is kind of intention. And this is just so, it's been such a pleasure to witness, and it's like exciting to get to know this animal so well. The sloth is not lazy. The sloth is just extremely careful with her power. And you see that she's cute, and you see how we're working with her. And there's the side we're giving, right? So this is what we look like as caregivers. It's like the humans are the destroyers. That's not our truth. But we're not playing a very positive role on the planet. And if you see this video, you can see a couple of humans interacting with this animal and giving her care that she needs. And this is what it looks like when we're caretakers and when we're a part of our surroundings and a part of our cycle, a part of the natural cycle around us. So please, if you notice that in this video and there you feel a little click inside, push that as hard as you can and become somebody who's going to stand up and protect and defend these animals. And so now this is her life for a little while, is in this tiny box with these large animals having to handle her. She's in a lot of pain. And this is happening because of habitat encroachment. So you're seeing in this video a three-dimensional physical example. This isn't a theory or an idea of what might happen if we keep encroaching on wild habitat and keep taking the forest. This is why we're focusing on regenerating and protecting as much habitat as we can. We can't afford to lose any more. There's estimates we've cut 80 to 85% of the world's forest down. Now, let's not take that and embrace feeling guilty or feeling bad about it. Let's let something click inside of us when we see this, and when something like this becomes so crystal clear to us, where we need to make some shifts about how we're acting on the planet. Let's run with that and be inspired and take action, and let's start to make our choices differently. Nothing is insignificant in a world where everything is connected, and in the natural world, everything is connected. And so let's be careful with our choices. Like we said about the sloth, she's not lazy and she's not weak. She's just extremely careful with her power. We are so powerful. So let's think about our choices. Tap the brakes a little bit. Spend a few seconds thinking about it. Do I need to buy this? What's it made of? Is there a way to get this where animals don't suffer? Is there a way to get this where less trees or no trees get cut down? Is there a way to do what I'm doing right now that's going to be super efficient, serve me the way I need it to serve, and be a positive impact on the world around us? Thanks for watching one of the Costa Dulce Conscious Quarantine videos. Again, there's going to be mentions of donate buttons. You'll see links to donate. Those donations are going to support people from the local community who have lost their jobs through this crisis situation. We wish you all the best. We wish everyone stability. If you have a little bit to share, please consider clicking one of the links or finding a way to donate. And also, a percentage of the donations are coming to support the work that we do here as Vital Actions. And if you're moved by what you see too, as far as Vital Actions goes, you can find us and you can find everything about us and all of our social media links and how to donate, and everything is on our website, and that is vitalactions.org.